Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 25 minutes away from 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. Back with 3 for tomorrow. That only may be 2 if Fairyhouse doesn't go ahead. There's an inspection in the morning. Part of the course was waterlogged today, so they're expecting less rain tonight and hopefully go ahead tomorrow. I know there was a lot of rain around here. When I look out the back door in the morning, when I see water in one certain place and plenty of it, that's a sign that there is plenty of rain the night before. I didn't hear it. I slept well last night. For a change, I must say. It was badly needed. But we made a few pounds today. We didn't get off to a great start with a Dublin job. There was 2 false starts and he wanted to get on with the pace. He's a front runner. And it looked like he sulked when he didn't get, when they started the race properly then from a standing position. He was about 7th and he only got up to 4th. That's not the true form of that horse at all. I thought it definitely would be placed as at worst. I was afraid only of one horse, the one that went off favourite. It was a big gamble on him, 11-2 into whatever he was, 2s was it in the finish. But we had a good winner. The nap went in, Sure Touch. Given a grand patient ride by Dylan Johnson. Again, he is won us a good few pound. No more than Caelan Quinn and Colin Stone Walsh, those young lads. It's great to have them and we'll be able to follow them for years to come, hopefully. Patient at the back, Step Up and Trip and the better ground was what I thought would suit, and so it proved. And the big move was he was on the inside and about a half a mile out he brought him wide on the outside, because I was afraid that some who were in front it'd fall or bring you down or something and you're going best, because clearly you could see that he was in a good position all through, and won probably by too much. He'll go up more than £2 this time, but we'll follow him again. We might get another win out of him. I don't think the young buck has any rides. I looked for his entries today and he hadn't anything shown. I forgot to double check that to see was it updated. Anyway, hard enough to get stuff tomorrow, I thought. There's a lot of open contests. The nap today was 2-1 earlier. It's into, of course, when it was put up at 2-1, that was taken. The other one shoved it in at 11-10. Lark in the morning. It's a 4-year-old. But it's well in at the ratings and it's a decent horse, I have to say. The second favourite has won a couple of handicaps and it's rated 117. We have a rating of 118 and we're only carrying 11 stone. We're getting the allowances for the 4-year-old. But if you look at his form, he was second first time out. In a maiden hurl in November there to Mighty Bandit. Well, first time out of this campaign. He had won a maiden on the flat in Listowel and was 4th on a maiden or in a race in Cork after that. But it actually went off favourite in Leopardstown for that good maiden hurl. I think the heavy ground was against it that Intelletto won. Went off 9-4 second favourite. But the last day in Punchestown I thought was a real eye catcher. And if we take a look at it, he's in the familiar Ballymore colours with the red hat there. And he wasn't too busy actually, if you look at him. And he comes to the last and he makes a bit of a mistake.
Totally wrong and lost all momentum. He still won well, I think, on debut, to be fair. Put up a good performance. It was a race that was running a right good gallop. Kimmy was a keen going front runner. Mordor never jumped a hurdle.
I thought that when the winner made the howler of a mistake, it sort of frightened the horse, the selection there, and he sort of went scowaways. he thought the other horse was going to come down in front of him, and he was going trying to avoid him or something. But if we look at mispronunciation, won 2 handicap hurls there of 109. I'd be hoping that the £11 that we get tomorrow would make the difference. JJ11 for Joseph O'Brien. It's actually entered in the Triumph Hurl, isn't it? It is. If it's going for that, I'd want to be winning tomorrow. Mention of races in Cheltenham. Imperial Passe has been pulled out of the Champion Hurl and is waiting to go for the 2.5 mile race in Aintree, and so is Bob Ollinger in that race as well. And the favourite for the bumper, Jeroboam Mashin, that won so impressively the other day, that's out for the year as well. So it's a very open bumper this year. It could be a Q card year. Q card was a 40-1 winner some years back. That's where I'd be looking, because I've seen nothing up near the top that I'd be afraid of down lower in the market. So we'll have to see closer to the day. Where are we? We're going to Sedgefield, are we? No, we're going to Kempton. We're going on the Goo. Newcomers on the bus will know, or will like to know, what is the Goo. The Goo is the all-weather. Horse here, it happens to be a fav as well. I had them picked out prior yesterday and last night before prices or anything comes up. But Symbol of Light. Horse that was unlucky a couple of times lately, and I often do say horses, if they're unlucky once or twice, they could be always unlucky. But it has been, it won 3 out of 4 for Charlie Appleby, and to sold on to Julie Camacho about 2 years ago. It's off the track a lot of 2022 and half 2023. It was fourth to Latam. Actually, we were on Latam that day. We won by a nose. It was 4 of them across the track. But it ran on soft ground, then didn't suit throughout that run. And if we look at the race that ran in Kempton in a minute, it was third to Chazia, or Choizwa, a horse of ours as well from before. And I got no run the last year as well behind Dear My Friend. And Dear My Friend won on Saturday as well. But if we look at this, where are we? We'll back it up a bit. Back up the truck. We'll back it up a bit even further. Let's have another look. Come on, yeah.
Julia Augusta's
That's
next, followed then
sixth
by Carraggio and Symbol of Light, a little bit short of racing room, and then Catch the Paddy trying to stay on. Autumn Festival's dropped tamely away. Choicia now the leader, Notre Belle Bet and Julia Augusta try and come at this leader. Choicia just in front from Julia Augusta. Julia Augusta laying down a big challenge to Choicia. Choicia just held on. Choicia from Julia Augusta. And then Symbol of Light, who I don't think got the clearest of runs through, in third and stayed on strongly.
XL Power never far away, close up in fifth, but the Philip.
It was something similar to the last year, but Marquand was riding in the last year, just be able to get to know the horse a bit better. They were better horses, I think, although Great Gatchian is no slouch. But Dear My Friend has franked the form since. That beat one of ours, didn't it, on Saturday? I didn't see the race, but I'd seen the result. Aratus, if he turns in a performance like that, he should be there or thereabouts. I was looking at all the races, and Sedgefield, and the only angle I could get was Townhill. Turns out to be another fav. But by presenting, if you look at it, he won a point for Sam Curling, moved to Tom Lacey. Ran in a bumper, 4th of 14, only, well, bet 22 lengths, but behind Springwell Bay, a few decent horses. But it was this campaign that it was 3rd of 15 in Exeter, and that was 2 miles 5. But the Upton trip the last day to 3 mile. Now, the reason I'm picking it out is it went up £5, but Ben Sutton rode it the last day, and he can claim the 7. He couldn't claim the last day because it was in a conditional jockey's race. But he went out in front from the start. I don't think it shows much in the finish here now, to be honest. I think it's a short. I don't know why they don't show us too much.
I'm leader. Townhill responding to pressure, digs deep, and Townhill finding more will go on to score for Ben Sutton and Tom Lacey. Up towards the line, Townhill has taken it to Piper's Cross in second. Little Talks is through for third in front of...
12 lengths back to the third. That's the shortest finish I've ever seen on that channel. I don't know why. But went out in front that day, and it jumped well. And it's up another 3 furlongs. It didn't look like it was stopping there. There's the favourite, or the next ones are 11-year-olds or whatever. There is a couple of down near the bottom. You wouldn't know how they're well handicapped. Mickey Hammond has one there. How's that? Harish, or however you pronounce it. Could be Harris. It's a 7-year-old as well. Emma Smith Chaston taking 3 off. But that Townhill, if it is the pick. It's only a 6-year-old. And Sutton taking off the 7. He knows the horse, he has won on it before. So newcomers on the bus. Robbie Statham from Longford, Robert Duthie, Colin Finlay, and Alan Smith. You're all very welcome. 10 to 10, I'll get this into the oven, and about an hour in for the next day, and we'll see what we can pick out. Bash the bookies over and out.